By the power of Thor, it is clear you have become just another victim! Uh-oh. Indeed!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for another installment of Storytime with Jimmy. This is everyone's favorite short show on the internet where longtime WWE referee Jimmy Korderas shares stories from his long and illustrious career. And unfortunately, we had to miss last week's episode, but we're back. So to all of you who wrote in and said, "Where is my story time with Jimmy? I need it." Well, here it is. And Jimmy, this week, I just thought maybe I would ask you if you had any stories that relate to one of my cult favorites from the Attitude Era, Kaientai.
Oh my goodness, I loved Kaientai. They were so entertaining, and you know these guys would crack Vince up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vince would literally while he's sitting there in gorilla and doing their stuff. But if people remember their entrance, they would come out on stage, and Taka Michinoku and Funaki, who were Kaientai, Taka would have a microphone first, and what he would do is he would mouth like he's cutting a promo, and he's not speaking right now. The person who would do the speaking was Bruce Pritchard in the back. So he would cut the promo in English while he's doing it, so it looked like it was dubbed over. You know, like in the movies.
Like a kung fu film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once he's done cutting his little promo, he'd hand the mic over to Funaki, and Funaki would go, "Indeed." And that got over huge. So, you know, regular TV taping, everything's fine. All of a sudden, it's time for Kaientai to come to the stage and come out on the stage and do their shtick, and everybody goes, "Where's Bruce?" I'm like,
Did Bruce do the Taka voice and the Funaki voice?
Both.
He
He did both. Yes.
He is the Jim Henson of WWE.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So everybody's looking around going, "He's not here. He's not here." So they're scrambling to find Bruce because the entrance is ready to happen, and they go, "He's backstage. He's producing a backstage segment right now. He can't." And the truck, I guess, didn't get the memo from anybody. So they said, "They got to go." The music hits, and Briscoe hands me the mic and says, you do the deal." And I said, "What?" He says, "You just do the deal. Just cut a little promo at the beginning. And when he hands it to Funaki, you do the Indeed." Okay. So I'm nervous as hell. I don't know what I'm going to say. I have no idea.
They didn't hand you a script?
So, no script. It was just, Bruce just went off the cuff. He just said whatever came to his mind. So I babbled a few words while Taka had the mic in his hand, and I can't even tell you what I said. I just said whatever it was, and I paused, and I waited for him to hand the mic over to Funaki, and I waited for him to start talking, and he just mouthed a few seconds before I even said, "Indeed." And that was it. And I handed the mic to Mr. Briscoe, and he looked at me, and he just shook his head and went, "Oh, geez, no." And I went, "Why? What did I say?" He said, "Nothing good." And okay, at least, you know, I don't have to worry about this happening again. And sure enough, a couple of weeks later, again, Bruce is nowhere to be found. And I'm the only one at Gorilla there, pretty much. And they said, "You got to do it again." I said, "Okay, but tell me what to say." He said, just say what comes to mind." And so I did it again. Taka, again, made up whatever blurbs was coming out of my brain at that time, which is mush, because I didn't know what to say. I've never cut a promo in my life,
Right?
Except at the local Walgreens down in the States. But anyway, so he hands it to Funaki. I do the Indeed again. I hand Briscoe back the mic, and he says, "Jim, you're never doing that again." I said, "It was that bad?" He goes, "No, it was worse." All right. I said, "Is it going to even make it to air?" He says, "I don't know. We'll have to ask Vince." I think it did.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't be sure.
So I'm trying to track this down now. Was this on Raw or SmackDown?
No, this was on, what was this? Was
Heat?
It was on Heat.
Heat.
Or Velocity. It was either Velocity or Heat.
Okay. So I'm going to have to start looking through old Kaientai segments. Do you remember who was facing Kaientai? Do you remember any details that I can help track this clip down?
I wish I could help you, my friend, but I'm glad that I don't remember because I don't want to hear it myself.
He's got PTSD. Listen, all of you out there, help me track down this clip. Let's look through all the old archives of Heat and Velocity for every Kaientai promo. I'm guessing this was one of the deals where Taka and Funaki were standing at the entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
we got to try and decode which one didn't quite sound the same as the others, because that's our pal Jimmy Korderas. Jimmy, that is a great story. And you know what? It just speaks to the wrestling world, right? You never know what to expect, and you got to be able to wear multiple hats on any given night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put me in, coach. Whatever you need, I'll try it at least.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is longtime WWE referee Jimmy Korderas. I am Donnie De Silva. This has been another installment of Storytime with Jimmy. If you want to hear past episodes, go to hugepopradio.com.